Soulja Boy is a man. He's broke. All the scamming you did, now I know why you did it, bruh. I know why you did it. Play the intro. Skip it up and that up. So, Soulja Boy and I have had a very
sexy,
interesting history together. I started talking about him. God, I was back in the office that I was renting back in the day, when he was coming out with this Soulja game consoles, where he literally was taking like Xbox One S knockoff consoles from AliExpress, selling them with a bunch of illegal ROMs, and upping the price like 4 times the amount. There was even, God, I remember this too, there was even like some Chinese console that was like meant to compete with the Xbox One. I may be getting some of the information a little mixed up here, but the context is still accurate, where he was trying to bring that to the States and he was selling it for like Xbox One X money, and at the time the Xbox One X was very relevant, so keep that in mind. Then he went on, I did a video on it. Where the hell did it go? Now I probably lost it, but whatever. He had the TRDR Pocket, and he even came to one of my live streams one time and donated a bunch of money, which in turn we figured out in seconds was him refunding me for not actually getting the console. Then one day, I know I'm giving a whole backstory, but it kind of ties into this. Like, I get this weird package out of nowhere, and it was a blue TRDR Pocket. I'll have a link to the review I did on that below in the description. You could check that out. And then he ended up blocking me on Twitter. Okay, dude. And then he was saying, anyway, wait, I'll pause there. We'll get to that stuff later. But let's get back to the story at hand, and I'll talk about the rest. Soulja Boy is broke. He is broke as broke can be. This comes from xxl.com. I'll read it to you, then we'll discuss. Soulja Boy's net worth is not only in the zeros, it's negative. A judge found in the rapper's legal battle against his ex-girlfriend, which he assaulted, by the way. The judge suggested that Soulja cut his expenses so he can pay the close to $500,000 judgment he owes this girlfriend. According to documents obtained by XXL on Friday, a judge denied Soulja Boy's motion to have a $472,000 judgment thrown out in a civil case because he had very little money in the bank and a $1 million tax lien. Oh, man, he beat Onision. In court papers, a Los Angeles Superior Court judge found Soulja's net worth is negative because he didn't provide his financial records to the court. However, the judge believes that Draco was in a position to make enough money to satisfy the debt. So he's broke, but she's like, all right, your brand can make you some money back and you should be able to pay these off, is essentially what the judge is saying. The judge continues, defendant Soulja must be earning money from somewhere sufficient to pay for the rent and whatever other monthly expenses he has. In other words, defendant is paying $300,000 a year alone in rent. It stands to reason that he must have some other living expenses and that the money must come from somewhere. The question is where it's coming from, though. Is it a legal place that he's like, yes, your honor, this money that I'm laundering right now, just give me a few minutes. I need to have it go through my legal businesses so it actually could be a tax write-off. He worked with Better Call Saul on that. They're opening up laundromats as we speak. It is not coming from loans, for defendant did not testify as to any other debts. So although the court does not know from whence the money is coming, it is coming from somewhere. It is not an impossible inference to conclude that his overall financial condition must be sufficient to allow him to live the lifestyle he does without going into debt or more debt. Now, Soulja Boy confessed to some stuff that he has. He has 2 cars that are about $250,000 each. He has another car, which is about $100,000. He has about $18,000 worth of jewelry and $50,000 worth of stock investments. Now, his lawyer came up with the lamest excuse in the world, saying that he couldn't liquidate these assets because they are essential to his career as an entertainer, and selling them would damage his image. So he needs a Lamborghini to make music. Listen, man, come on. Anyway, let's go on to the woman that he decided to lay hands on. This also comes from XXL. As previously reported, Soulja Boy was ordered to pay $472,000 judgment to his ex-girlfriend Kayla Myers in connection to a February 2019 He Did Bad Things. It'll be on the screen, where the rapper was accused of doing bad things. I hate that I can't actually say this crap in YouTube videos. This is why you should actually go to my live streams at RTU Streams, link below in the description, where I could say whatever the hell I want to, essentially. Anyway, continuing on, in court documents contained by XXL, Soulja, born DeAndre Way, was ordered by a Los Angeles jury on April 21st, 2023 to pay Myers $235,900 in damages, including $1,800 for mental health expenses, $234,100 for physical and mental pain and suffering. Myers was also awarded an additional $236,000 in punitive damages, which are intended to punish the defendant for their negligence and or malice. In total, Myers was awarded nearly $500,000. The irony of this is amazing. How many times I used to see him on Twitch flexing how much money he has, talking about all his cars. When I criticized his shady-ass consoles, which he was basically flipping consoles, for example, like Pow Kitty, where they'd have a bunch of illegal ROMs. He would call it Soulja Game, and he would sell it for sometimes 3 times the price, if not more. It was around there. He also said that, why are you trying to put a black man down? Dude, I don't care about your race. You could have been white. You could have been Asian. You were doing shady business practices. And we cannot forget how he said he became the CEO of Atari. And he's like, here's the documents for everyone lying. And it was just showing that he had a bunch of Atari crypto. How much is that worth now? Maybe you could pay her, and maybe you could pay the woman that you laid hands on in Atari crypto. She could, it'll be a good sound investment for her. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. Look, dude, my issue with you is that you were scamming people. I had the email too. Maybe I'll show it on live stream, where it was like everyone who ordered a Soulja, a TRDR Pocket was like, where is this thing? Where is it? Where the hell is the TRDR Pocket? There's... Wait, hold on. I didn't even get it up here. Jesus Christ. Did I even not open it up? He always had an excuse, too, when the consoles were delayed. Like, you know, he was adding 4G to them. Who needs 4G in an Android emulation console? Then he was trying to say that he got licensed from Sega for the TRDR Pocket to put Sonic the Hedgehog on there, which even if you did, woo, whoopee. Like Sonic the Hedgehog, they literally had a version of Sonic the Hedgehog you could play on the old iPods with the color screens with the circle wheel. I'm not kidding. But there was always some excuse. He must have taken the same advice from Tommy Tallarico's playbook. Like, for example, here, I'm actually surprised I could see this. Maybe he unblocked me on Twitter? Whatever. So someone was complaining about not getting their TRDR Pocket. I have no idea what that's like. Someone wrote, it's February 5th, 2023, and Soulja Boy is still a scammer. Where is my TRDR Pocket? I was supposed to receive a year ago when I ordered it. You have no morals by trying to steal from fans who support you. God knows. And of course, he has a Tommy Tallarico response. The microchip shortage in China restricted it, but we will ship all new ones that are upgraded and double the price they paid for free. Yeah, okay. New ones are $400 with AI. Old ones were $200. They shipped this Friday. Sorry for the delay, my brother. They're adding AI. What, Google Assistant? Because it's Android? Why are they $400, dude? You could get the same thing off of Amazon for $70 or $80 or AliExpress for even cheaper. Dude, it makes sense now. This is why he was pulling all of these scams, is because he needed money. And to keep up with this stupid ass lifestyle, it wasn't his music that was doing it, at least to the degree that it was used to do it, okay? And this is why he did all this stuff. This is why he was trying to sell these cheap knockoff consoles at an insane markup, and he hoped that the fans that he had left would buy them up just because Soulja Boy sold them. And I called him out on his BS, and now it all makes sense. It all comes together. He needed to pay off some debts. $1 million tax lien is no joke. That is no joke. I'm surprised he isn't seeing at prison bars just for that alone. But it all makes sense now, man. This guy is a scam artist. This is why I've been talking about him for years. And he'll say whatever he needs to do and do whatever he needs to do to make a buck and manipulate his fans. And I'm glad I kept on his ass for all these years. So you could block me, you could refund me via super chats all you want. You're still a shady scumbag, Soulja Boy, and you're a washed up artist. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one.